Monday night and have some pork chops, some air fried okra, and I'm gonna have a Pinot Noir with that. I'm gonna do a mini unboxing, some stuff from JJBuckley. In the meantime, I'm having some Riesling, that I've now bought my second case of the Standing Stone Vineyards Timeline Dry Riesling 2020. This vintage of this Riesling is phenomenal. The price is phenomenal. Sub $25 for an amazing weekday white. I think the saying always goes, as people that are wine enthusiasts, as their palates evolve, sommeliers especially, they gravitate towards the world of Riesling and Pinot Noir mainly. Whites Riesling and then reds Pinot Noir. I don't necessarily think I'm exactly in that camp. Aged whites for sure. Riesling just happens to age really well and is more attainable and more aged than some other whites. Pinot Noir is just sort of expensive, so it's tough as a barrier of entry. So this is a Vincent Bachelet Morangi Premier Cru Viognier. I'm not sure where in Burgundy this is from. Let's see if it's got it on the back. Unless Morange is where it's from, and I just am not. It could be. It's got to be. That's got to be the village. I'm just not familiar with it. $39, 2019 Pinot from the Princeton Corkscrew. I feel like I've had this before. I feel like for a good Pinot, you got to spend some money, especially out of Burgundy. So we'll see how this pairs. I think when you want a red wine with pork chop specifically, you can go lighter red, something with not a lot of tannin to overpower the pork. So I think Pinot Noir goes really well. Norella Muscalesi Sicilian is one of the best pairings, I think, with a red for it. Let's see how this wine is. I'll know from Vivino if I've had this before. Not sure on the 2019 vintage out of Burgundy, but there's been so many great vintages in a row lately. I feel like from all over the place. I do have some other wines from Working Dog that I bought. I bought the Retriever, their Open Source Red, which was a board. They've done this numerous times with other wineries that are in their, what do they call it? It's like a partnership that I'm blanking on the word right now. They're co-op, and they all added a grape to the blend, and then they pressed all the juice in one place, and they all took it back and vinified it the way they wanted. This year was a Bordeaux blend, and there's Working Dog's version was really good, really exceptionally good. I got the Retriever, which is they only make the Retriever and the best years of their Cab Franc. I think it's a 19 was the last one they've done, so now they're into 20. Well, I think that might be a 22. And I got a few other whites of Viognier. I'll try their Viognier again. I feel like Viognier, unless it's from the Northern Rhone and Condrieu, never is quite the best. All right. It's like a dusty cherry, slightly. A little bit forest floor, a little autumn leaves. Raspberry, black raspberry. A little spice, a little nutmeg. That's good. I'll do some spice in the back end there. A little black cherry spice, a little black cherry aroma with some white pepper spice on the end. Definitely a pretty medium plus finish. It's got some weight on the palate for a Pinot. This is good. This is going to go really well with the pork. I think this needs to be decanted. For sure this needs to be decanted. I'm going to decant a little of this and let it aerate. This one could definitely go longer. The acidity's there. There's a decent amount of tannin for this for this Pinot. It's nice, really nice, really enjoyable. I'm reserving judgment because I think it needs to be decanted, but I suspect it's only going to get better decanted. So, oh, we didn't even talk about the unboxing. Jeez, that's why I'm here. So, been looking for a weekday white, aged white, talking about it over and over. Waxing Poetic, 2003. I think it's from the Mosel, if I'm not mistaken. Region in Germany. Riesling Spatlese Halbertrocken. So Spatlese is grapes that are allowed to get a little riper, but then this is vinified dry. So slightly fuller bodied dry Riesling with 20 years. This is fantastic for the price. I'm paying under $20 a bottle. Fortunately, the shipping is a little bit expensive, so kind of boosts up the price. But for a 20-year-old wine, this is great, and I'm going to buy more. I think I bought 6. I'm most definitely going to buy a lot more of this. If they have 2 cases, I'll probably buy 2 cases over the next 3 to 6 months because I just think it's that good as a weekday wine. The other amazing thing about it is the alcohol is really, really low. I think it's 11.5 from what this says. Let's see. 10.5. So really just a great bottle to have and doesn't give you that palate fatigue or get you a little too tipsy. Great, great, great wine. Loving that wine. So just more of them. I've already had one. One is in the refrigerator. Let's see what else we got in here. Ah, another aged white. So Daniel Etienne Defoe, Chablis Premier Cru, Les Lys, and this is a 2010 Chablis. So this will be super cool. If there's a Chardonnay that ages beautifully, a lot of Chardonnays age beautifully, but you don't want too much oak in your Chard when you want to age it, and this has minimal, and probably just used oak, if anything. Phenomenal. Chablis have got phenomenal wines. Let's see if there's anything specific on the back. Yeah, nothing really, but awesome to get a 2010. Don't exactly remember what I paid, but great wine. Ah, speaking of Burgundy, so Volnay Premier Cru, Domaine Francois Ganneau, 2019. I love Volnay. I think what I need to do is explore Burgundy's villages more. I know I like the village of Volnay. I know I like Meursault. I've tried Pommard, and I think I tried 2. And I still like Volnay's better. There's some other ones, Moussigny. There's a lot. There's a lot of different ones. Gevrey Chambertin, I know I like. There's a lot there, though. So there's probably more producer-based. A lot more exploration in Burgundy. But, like I said, the price is the deterrent, unfortunately. So, something we haven't seen in a while, me buying an Australian wine. And I've been struggling to find the Coonawarra cabs, which I absolutely adore, but I can't find any. This is Bin 389 Cab Shiraz Blend 2019 from Penfolds. I don't know if they call this is the Baby Grange. I don't remember, but excited to try it. I forget the price of this too. I'm sure it's decently priced and add a little exploration. So, I think I've said it numerous times in videos, but as much as Châteauneuf-du-Pape is so adored, it's just a region that I'd rather go Gigondas, and I'm pointing to the Château de Cosme, the Château de Saint-Cosme, or Vaccaras, or there's some other areas down there now. But this is a Châteauneuf Font de Roi. I don't know a ton about it. It must have been well priced, or it must have been a good story about it. I'll probably read up. Before I try some of these, I should read why I purchased them. Be kind of interested. Why did I purchase some of these? There had to be a reason, especially this Châteauneuf. It must have, something about it must have caught my eye, because I don't really typically gravitate to buying any Châteauneufs. But I am still on the prowl to find one that I absolutely love. So that Chateau de Saint Cosme is one of the great wines I've had, and I prefer that any day of the week over the Chateau Neufs I've had so far. Always looking for Bordeaux, so Chateau Faury Suchard, 2019, Saint-Emilion left right bank, so probably Merlot heavy. It doesn't say offhand. Anyway, always good to have a Bordeaux. I'm not sure if this is maybe something in the bargain area and I was thinking of buying more and I wanted to try it. I don't know, or it's just good producer. Who knows? Last but definitely not least. So anytime you can get your hands on a Lopez Heredia wine, they come out with age. This is a 2010 Reserva Rioja. Phenomenal. Just made the way wine should be made. Sense of place. Their aged whites are unbelievably good. And it was the second aged white that knocked my socks off. And of course now the prices are through the roof and the wine is like unattainable. So there goes that, unfortunately. So those were the 12 wines, but there was 6 of the 2003 Riesling. The dry Riesling. So that's it. Time for dinner. And once I start drinking into some of these, I'll probably try to do videos, or at least sort of half remember why I bought some of these. But for now, I'm gonna enjoy this Pinot, decant it a little bit, and have some of these other wines another time. Have a good night.